Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi tech-savvy learners. This is the 5th series of the Designing E-Materials in Your Teaching Learning Process, Digital Technology in Education course. Today's session is on designing e-materials for teaching vocabulary. As you prepare to teach English to high school students, it's important to know how to design digital vocabulary lessons that are engaging and effective. In these sessions, we will explore the key components you need to consider when creating e-materials for vocabulary instructions. Let's get started. Why is vocabulary so important? Well, vocabulary is one of the building blocks of effective communications. The more words students know, the better they can understand what they read and express their ideas when writing. However, it's not just about memorizing words. We need to teach vocabulary in context so students understand how to use these words in various situations, whether in casual conversations or formal writing tasks. Now, when we teach vocabulary, we need to understand the key components of the digital vocabulary lessons. As you can see on your screens here, there are 4 things that need to be considered. Clear learning objectives, where you have to define what your goals is when you teach vocabulary. And number 2, contextualize vocabulary. As I mentioned earlier, that we need to teach the vocabs under the perfect context so that students can understand and know how to use it properly. And then number 3 is multimodal input. We can use when teaching vocabulary, not just give them writing or teaching them using a whiteboard, but we can include videos, images, or audio so that students will all different learning styles, they can understand the vocabulary that we are teaching. And the last one is engagement and interactions. Don't forget, when you are teaching, there should be an engagement, either both for teachers and students, and students and students. Now let's talk about the digital tools that you can use for vocabulary instructions. Platforms like Quizlet are great for creating flashcards, quizzes, and interactive vocabulary games. Kahoot can make vocabulary learning fun through competitive quizzes. Padlet provides an interactive board where students can post new words and comment on them, which helps them build vocabulary collaboratively. You can also use YouTube to show videos that introduce new vocabulary in context, whether it's a clip from a movie or a short video on a specific topic. Contextualized vocabulary learning is essential, as I mentioned in the 2 previous slides. Instead of just defining words, help students use them in real-life situations. For example, you can use role play. This is a great way to do contextualizing the vocabulary for students. For example, you could ask students to use new vocabulary in a simulated shopping or travel conversations. Storytelling is another fantastic activity. Have students create short stories using their new vocabulary. You could also integrate reading comprehension exercises where students identify new words in context, helping them infer meanings from the surrounding text. Now let's take a closer look at 2 fantastic digital tools for vocabulary acquisitions. Who doesn't know Duolingo? So Duolingo and vocabulary.com. Duolingo is a highly popular, gamified language learning app that uses interactive lessons to help students practice vocabulary in context. What makes Duolingo unique is its game-like structure, which keeps students engaged through rewards, levels, and streaks. As students complete lessons, they encounter new words and phrases that are used in sentences, which helps them learn vocabulary in context. This ensures that vocabulary is not just memorized but understood in practical, real-life situations. It's a great tool for continuous practice. Students can use it anywhere and anytime, making it perfect for reinforcing vocabulary retention on the go. On the other hand, vocabulary.com offers a more structured, personalized approach to vocabulary acquisitions. This website creates quizzes based on students' progress, focusing on words they need to practice the most. It uses context-based learning, showing words in real sentences to ensure that students learn how words function within different contexts. The site tailors exercises to match the student's skill level, making vocabulary learning efficient and engaging. It also offers definitions, example sentences, and even a pronunciation guide to help students fully understand the meaning of each word. What is great about vocabulary.com is that it offers progress tracking. So both teachers and students can see how well the student is acquiring and retaining new vocabulary over time. Now, by using Duolingo for gamified learning and vocabulary.com for personalized, context-based practice, students get a well-rounded approach to acquiring vocabulary. These platforms make learning not just effective, but also enjoyable, allowing students to build their vocabulary at their own pace while receiving feedback in real time. In a nutshell, let's quickly review what we have covered today. We've discussed the importance of teaching vocabulary in context, making sure students not only know the word but also understand how to use it in real-life situations. We also explored two fantastic digital tools, Duolingo and vocabulary.com, which offers personalized quizzes and learning activities to reinforce word meanings and usage. Both tools provide instant feedback and real-time practice, which are the key for students' vocabulary development. We also talked about how to design interactive vocabulary activities, whether it's through games, quizzes, or collaborative projects that engage students in meaningful learning. Tools like Quizlet, Padlet, Kahoot were also mentioned as excellent ways to make vocabulary learning more dynamic and fun. Remember, vocabulary acquisition is not just about memorizing words. It's about making those words meaningful and relevant to your students. As future educators, the goal is to create an environment where students feel motivated and learn new words and confident in using them. Thank you for joining today's sessions. I hope you feel more equipped to design digital vocabulary lessons. They're not only effective, but also engaging and fun for your future students. Happy teaching and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.